Hi, welcome back. A warm welcome to you. So I said in the last video, I promised you that we'll go through the trigonometrical ratios. So we have started trigonometry. Just to summarize, we have started trigonometry. We have seen what is trigonometry, how trigonometry can help us to find out the ratio between the different sides of a triangles. Now let's go ahead and see trigonometrical ratios, and also we have seen how we will measure the angles, its degrees and radians, and how we convert between them. Okay. Now to do the trigonometrical ratios, just remember this one. Okay, I will explain you what I mean by that. Let me take a right angle triangle, and from here you are making an angle that is with respect to A. You can call it as angle A for now, or if you want you can call it as alpha also. Okay, right. Now I said that there are trigonometrical ratios, right? Now what this ratio should give us? They should give us the relation between the sides. So let us first keep all of them, right? Let us say I want to find out the relation between, from here I am looking at, right? This is, I am now looking from A perspective, right? I am looking only from A perspective. That means I am going to use the angle whatever is at A. Okay. Now you have 6 trigonometrical ratios. I will give you one by one. Let us say first I want to give opposite by hypotenuse. So I will say BC divided by opposite by hypotenuse. Is there any ratio for this? We will find it out. Similarly, I want adjacent by hypotenuse. Is there any ratio? We will find it out. Similarly, I want opposite by adjacent. I'll write it here. This is opposite, this is adjacent, and this is hypotenuse. Okay. Now suppose I want by opposite by adjacent, that is nothing but BC divided by AB, right? Let me repeat it. Now these are the different relations which I want to acquire. Now what are the trigonometrical ratios I have? So S stands for sine, S-I-N-E, sine, but we will write it as S-I-N, it is not sin, S-I-N of angle A. So what we will say? We will say sine of A. This is how we write it. What is the meaning of that? Sine of A is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, right? See here, opposite hypotenuse, that is so sine opposite by hypotenuse. This is nothing but what we are saying, opposite by hypotenuse. Now can you do for AB? What is that? AB is adjacent by hypotenuse. Similarly, BC is opposite by AB is adjacent. I just written not only alphabets, also in this format. Okay. Now what is adjacent by hypotenuse? I have cosine. I have one trigonometrical ratio by name cosine. How I will write it? I will write it as cos, C-O-S-A. Okay, this is second one. Now let us see what is the third one. The third one is tangent. Tangent. And how I write it? I write it as tan of A. Are you with me? You got 3 of them, right? Now let us look at the remaining of them. What else we have? Now can we reverse this and see what happens? So if I say AC by BC, that is nothing but hypotenuse divided by BC is what? Opposite. Similarly, I want to find out AC by AB, that is nothing but hypotenuse divided by AB is adjacent, right? What else I want to find out? I'll go for opposite of BC by AB, so I will say AB by BC. This is nothing but equal to adjacent divided by opposite. Are you with me? I am just only noting them now, right? Now I will give you what are the names of these trigonometrical ratios. Remember that if you know 3 by name sine, cos, tan, if you reverse them, you will be getting this. Okay. What are they? For sine it is cosecant. Okay. What it is actually? It is cosecant. How we will write it? We will write it as C, S, C and angle, whatever the angle it is. Similarly, for cos, the opposite is secant. For cos, the opposite is secant. And how I will write it? I will write it as SEC. SEC of A. Okay. What else we'll have? For tangent, I have cotangent. Cotangent. How I will write it as? I will write it as cot of A. If you are able to understand this, that's it. These are the 6 things what we have. What are they? 6 trigonometrical ratios. Now you can see here sine opposite by hypotenuse, cos adjacent by hypotenuse, tangent adjacent by tangent is, oh see, I did a mistake there. That's what happens. Tangent is always opposite by adjacent. What I should write there? I should write there opposite by adjacent. So cot over. Okay, now we are perfect. This is sine, this is cos, this is tan. If you just want the reverse of them, you have 3 more. They are nothing but cosecant, secant, cotangent. Spend some time with them, you will get them. Because you are listening to them for the first time, they may feel a little bit awkward, okay? But you will get used to them. Sine, we will call it as sin sine A. Cosine is cos A. Tangent, we will write it as tan A. Similarly, cosecant, secant, cotangent. Cotangent is cot. Just remember that we are finding out all these trigonometrical ratios with respect to angle A. We are only looking from angle A. If I look from angle C, what happens? It may be completely different. Okay, we will explore that afterwards. So what are the 6 ratios we have seen now? SIN, COS, TAN, that is sine, cos, tan, and reverse of them are cosecant, secant and cot. Okay. Now I'll request you to practice this, try to memorize or just try to understand the concept here. Then we will do some problems on this. Okay. You can come back or you can continue. Okay. Let me erase this so that we will do some simple problems on this. I'll erase this whole part. I think you are with me, right? What we did? We just took a right angle triangle, the angle at A. So earlier I have told you that if I am able to find out what is the ratio of vertical distance by horizontal distance, now you know, right? That is nothing but tangent, what I was referring earlier. tangent of that particular angle. If it is alpha, then it is tan alpha. Okay, right? Super. So let us do some simple examples, whatever we have learned. Okay, let me take a simple triangle somewhere here. Okay, right angle triangle, obviously. This is the right angle triangle, and this angle is 90 degrees. This is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, right. Now I will do one problem, then I will give you 3 or 4 so that you can try them. Okay. In the next video, we will see some more problems. But I will do one simple example, then I will give you 3, 4 for practice. In the next video, we will move forward with trigonometry. We will also see some other concepts. This is the fundamentals or building blocks of trigonometry. 6 trigonometrical ratios. Sine is opposite by hypotenuse. It is only from the angle from which direction you are looking at that you have to remember. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. Tangent is opposite by adjacent. Okay, right. And opposite of sine is cosecant, cos is secant, tan and cot. So this I can say equal to is equal to 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. See, we have identified some relationship also. Fine. Now I am going to give you tan of A is equal to 3 by 4. I said tan of A is equal to 3 by 4. What I want from you? I want you to find all other trigonometric ratios. I will do this sum from you, okay, since it is the first time, but I want you to do the remaining all. Okay, all other trigonometric ratios. Now tell me, what is tan from here? Opposite by adjacent is 3 by 4. What is the meaning of that? This is not, we are talking about the actual length, we are talking about the ratio of that, right? Opposite is 3, then adjacent is 4. Now this is Pythagoras. You can apply Pythagoras on this. I will say AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. If you simplify that, 4 square plus 3 square is equal to AC square. That gives me AC equal to 5. So now I know value. Now this is pretty simple, right? See, you know all of them, you can find out all of them. Let us do that together. Okay, I am with you. Let me do it. I will say sine, cos, I will write all 6 of them. A, cosecant A, secant A, cot A, or you can call it as cotangent of A. Let us see what are these values. Sine of A is opposite by hypotenuse. From A I am looking this direction. This is my direction. This is what I am interested in, right? Okay, right. Sine of A is opposite by hypotenuse. That is nothing but 3 by 5. Cos of A is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent by hypotenuse. That is 4 by 5. Tan A is already given, but I am cross checking, that is opposite by adjacent. That is nothing but 3 by 4. Now what is cosecant A? We have proved already that they both are reciprocals, right? But you want to check, that is fine. Cosecant A is hypotenuse by opposite side. That is nothing but 5 by 3. Similarly, this is 5 by 4 and this is 4 by 3. That's it, right? Pretty simple, right? Sounds very, very easy. Yes, I know that. Now I'll give you some 3 or 4 triangles with some values. You can do them as practice, okay? Once I do that, I'll close this session. Okay, right. Let me do that. I'll erase this. Yeah, I'll erase this bottom part so that I can give you the triangles here. Okay. I will not give you the triangle figure also. I will just give you one line of what. You want how many? I will give you that many. You can practice them. Okay? Right. Let us do that. The first one I will say sin A, always A only. We just want you to get used to A. We are not going to other side. Okay? Sin A is equal to 20 by 21. Find all trigonometrical ratios. Okay, that is your first problem. This is going to be your second problem. Cos A is equal to 15 by 25. Same thing. Find all trigonometrical ratios. And I am going to give you another one. Cotangent of A is equal to 13 by 12. Find all trigonometric ratios. Another one I will give to you. This is secant of A is equal to, let me find out something for you. Okay, right, I will say 17 of 8. Okay, find all trigonometric ratios. Okay, right. Now this is what you are going to practice, and you will find out all the trigonometric ratios. I'll catch you in the next video. Before that, let me summarize. Trigonometrical ratios are the mathematical tools which will enable us to find ratios of the sides of a right angle triangle, and also they give relationship between the angles of a right angle triangle. Now there are 6 trigonometrical ratios. They are called as sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cot. Sine is opposite by hypotenuse when you are looking from an angle, let us say A. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan is opposite by adjacent. If you know sine, cos, tangent, cosecant, secant, cot are respectively their reciprocals. So if you multiply them individually, you will be getting them 1. Now after that, we have been given one trigonometric ratio. Based on that, we found. See, right? Now you go back to the introduction to trigonometry where we don't know the vertical distance, but we know the horizontal distance. Okay, if I know the tan of that angle, then I can immediately find it out. You remember, I came there for your help and I told you it is 1 by 2. Yes. Okay, catch you in the next video. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now. It's going to get more interesting. We are going to learn something more interesting. Bye.